Please welcome your Master of Ceremonies, Pierre Lassonde.
Thank you. Thank you. Please sit down. And hello and welcome. The head table can sit down too, you know. It's okay. I will ask you to get up at one point, but not right now. Anyway, so welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Cdn Mining Hall of Fame 31st Annual Dinner and Induction Ceremony. I would like first to say that we are grateful to the many First Nations on whose traditional territory we are gathering. And in case you didn't hear the voice of God, my name is Pierre Lassonde. And for those of you who don't know me, that's okay. I don't know you either. Now, tonight is a blockbuster night. We have several blockbusters that I'm going to talk about. We have over 1,000 people in attendance, and that's counting one full barrack table. Now, we're not sure who's at the table, possibly the whole head office. Please, please don't check your messages tonight. We'd like to have you till the end. Come on, grow up, Toronto, come on. Now, talking about blockbuster stuff, for those of you who were here about 3 years ago, you may remember that I had the pleasure of inducting Robert Friedland to the Cdn Mining Hall of Fame. And in his acceptance speech, Robert talked only about the movie business. It was the strangest thing that I ever had to deal with. Now, well, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta tell you, the joke is on us now because Robert's movie studio, Ivanhoe Pictures, blew the top off the box office with its movie Crazy Rich Asians. Absolutely. I mean, doesn't life imitate arts after all? And who but Robert would know more about Crazy Rich Asians? I mean, the cast of character they assemble, you know, Si Tik Met and Zi Jin Ha, I mean, like, quite... Anyway, he's working on a sequel now, and the working title, I'm told, is Crazy Rich Africans. Now, 2018 was also a blockbuster year for diversity, gender equality, the Me Too movement, the Time's Up movement. So many movements, it's hard to keep up. But in 2018, our industry took diversity to a whole new level. I would say an international level. Take the most important event of the year in our industry. Very white, Anglo-Saxon, Protestant, North American-based barrack agreed to marry dark Africa's Randgold without a dowry. And even better, the nuptials to be paid for by the Chinese bridesmaid. They said it was a marriage made in money heaven. You know, soulmates finding each other's wallets. Now, Mark Bristow, the new CEO of Barrick, threw a little party to celebrate the biggest feat of his life. And someone sneaked a picture to me, and I'd just like to share it with you. Here it is. No, that was not the picture I meant to put up. I'm sorry. Take that out. I'm sorry. And then we had Pan American and its very staid Swiss-Canadian CEO turning himself into the proverbial Latin American vigilante Zorro, coming to the rescue of damsel in distress Tahoe Resources. Now, the world's most famous graffiti artist is back to carve a few Z's and save the world. Now, 2018, as I said earlier, was also the Me Too movement year. Hollywood moguls, Wall Street powerfuls were taken down by this tornado, but our industry was little to almost not impacted at all. Now, that can be good, but as I'd like to think that our industry is managed in the most conscious, ethical, respectful manner with all of our employees. However, could it be that you know, we have so few women that we don't dare tell them how great they are and how great they look. I mean, we shouldn't really worry about that. And 2018 saw the birth of the Time's Up movement. Sadly, activists in our industry interpreted the Time's Up movement in their own way, and they claimed their first 7 victims from the Detour Gold Board of Directors. Oh, come on, grow up. Now, this is a movement worth watching in 2018. Gender equality was another theme our society grappled with in 2018. Take LGBTQ, for example. When I was growing up, LGBT meant having your Big Mac with lettuce, ground beef, bacon, and tomatoes. I mean, I'm not making this up. This is true. And then they added a Q. I thought it was a secret code for the secret sauce. Now I'm so confused, I don't go to McDonald's anymore. I'm done. I mean, but talking about gender equality, now, we in the office got in a very heated debate about computers. Should they be masculine or feminine? You know, it's like you don't know. So for fun, I asked 5 mining men and 5 mining women what they should be. And the men unanimously said they're feminine. Here's reason number 1. Because no one but their creator understands their internal logic. Reason number 2. Because when computers communicate with each other, they speak in code languages that only they can understand. And reason number 3, every mistake you've ever made is stored on their hard drives for retrieval at the most sensitive moments. For these reasons, computers should be feminine. Now, the women, they had a different view. They thought it should be men. And here's why. Reason number 1, the only way to get their attention is to turn them on. Yeah, I know, it's pretty funny, isn't it? Reason number 2, they have a lot of data, but still can't think for themselves. And reason number 3, they're supposed to help you solve problems, but half the time, they're the problem. So they should think it's masculine. So now I was going to go for a show of hands here, what we think, but you know what? I'm not going to go there. Now, I can't help myself. I have 1 Maple Leaf jokes to tell. I know they're doing really well this year, so it's a little dicey to make like a Maple Leaf joke, but think. The last time the Maple Leafs won the Stanley Cup, most of their fans were in diapers. Good chance that the next time they win it, those same fans will be back in diapers again. Thank you. So tonight we celebrate the lives of 4 men and 1 exceptional woman who, through their passion, commitment, and dedication, have made a huge difference to our industry. Kate Carmack was an Indigenous woman of great strength of character who was a pivotal part of the Klondike gold discovery. And here to accept the award for Kate later on is Zena McLean, Kate's great-grandniece from the Tagish Nation. And then we have Brian Meikle. And then we have Brian Meikle. Now, Brian is a hero of mine, and I will tell you a very personal story a little later. But Brian started life as a high school teacher and went on to discover Gold Strike, the biggest gold mine in North America. Justin Trudeau started life as a high school teacher and went on to become Prime Minister. It seems to me that high school teacher is a very promising career. And to accept his award tonight is his wife, Janet Meikle. Then we have Jim Franklin, a geoscientist emeritus who went from black boxes to black smokers at the bottom of the ocean. And we're fortunate that he is here with us tonight. And we have Sandy Laird. Now, Sandy is the ever-smiling Yep, thank you. Sandy is the ever-smiling, affable, joyful man. You see, he had a leg up in life. Sandy was born on a Christmas tree farm. Sandy went through the 4 phases of Santa Claus. First, he believed in Santa Claus. Then he didn't. Next, he was Santa Claus, and now he looks like Santa Claus. And he's here with us tonight. Our last inductee tonight will be Jim Gill. Now, you've got to admire the man for his sheer gall. Jim started life as an expert witness for Lac Minerals against Tech Corona in the famous Hemlo discovery lawsuit. His side lost. A few years later, he finds the Louvicourt deposit in Quebec, and who does he talk to into financing him? Tech Corporation. Then he goes on and sweet-talk Tech in selling him the Quebrada Blanca at a bargain price, which he builds, and then a few years later, he turns around and he sells the whole thing back to Tech for $4.1 billion. The man deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, I tell you that. These esteemed individuals will join the 181 others who have been ushered into the limelight of mining titans since our inception in 1989. And now it's my pleasure to introduce your head table who represent our best and greatest. I will ask each to stand when I call your name, and for you in the audience, please hold your applause until we are all done. So, on my far right, to your left, Ilan Bahar, Don Lindsay, Glenn Mason, Louise Grondin, John Bassages, Peter Maroney, Chris Twigg-Molsey, Paul Brink, Lisa Davis, Jose Suarez, John Baird, Philip Baker, John Bianchini, Anthony Vaccaro, Sean Boyd, Rosario Astuvilca, Lisa McDonald, the Honorable Sandy Silver, and Brent Bergeron. Ladies and gentlemen, your head table. Now, please stand to show your pride and thanks for our great mining nation and for the singing of our national anthem that will be performed by Romy Bonnier. Thank you, Romy. And now I would like to propose a toast to our true north, strong and free, resource-rich Canada, to Canada. And finally, before dinner is served, you can sit down. We would like to take a moment to say thank you to our Diamond VIP reception and dinner wine sponsors.
The Canadian Mining Hall of Fame would like to thank this year's Diamond sponsor, Hecla Mining Company. Hecla is the largest primary silver producer in the United States and the oldest precious metals mining company listed. on the New York Stock Exchange. And our VIP reception sponsor, SNC Lavalin, who provides end-to-end world-class engineering and construction solutions to the mining industry. Thank you for your more than 20 years of support of the Canadian Mining Hall of Fame. We would also like to thank our dinner wine sponsor, Hatch. Hatch, a committed supporter of the Canadian Mining Hall of Fame since 2011, has delivered engineering expertise and technical support to the mining industry for over 60 years.
That's it. Okay. So enjoy the dinner, and I will be back about 8 o'clock for the beginning of the formal part of the evening. So enjoy dinner, reconnect, and we'll see you in a bit. Thank you.